So, hi, good evening.
Yeah, hi. A very good evening. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. What about you?
Oh, you can see on my face. I'm also very fantastic. Thank you for asking. I've been
All
waiting for
right.
you some time, but finally we have connected. Thanks.
Yes, you are right. Because our time is not similar to connect each other.
Correct.
So, at what time over there?
6:30 over here.
On. All right. It's like difference 3 hours.
2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
All right. So, have you come back from your office?
No, right now I am on the office. Usually I get time on my office.
All right. So
Mm.
how possible you all like connect with the people in the from the office?
It's easy. No one come here. No one comes here. I alone. I work by myself only. So I don't get any disturbance.
All right. Okay, so I think we are meeting first time. So before start our conversation, so let's know each other so that
Yes,
our conversation fruitful, right?
right, for sure.
So
Okay,
I
so
would love to know about yourself.
okay. So first of all, I'm really glad to meet you, and thank you for having me this golden opportunity to speak in front of you. And as you know, my name is Arayan, and I was born and brought up in India, but now I'm connecting with you from Saudi Arabia. If I talk about my qualification background, so I have done graduation from commerce. When it comes to hobbies, I like playing cricket, reading books, and exploring new skills. And additionally, I have a YouTube channel where I upload English conversation. That's it. That's it.
Wow,
Thank
great to know about you. That's wonderful. Okay, so let me tell you my introduction in a brief. So as you know that my name is Suman. I am from Delhi. And if I talk about my qualification, so I have done graduation. Apart from that, I have done NTT diploma. Currently, I'm doing masters in English literature. Simultaneously, I'm also running a YouTube channel, and I am a mother of one kid. And if I talk about my hobbies, so nowadays I love to connect with the people. Otherwise, I had so many hobbies, but nowadays because of uh, I eager to enhance my communication skills and I can say vocabulary in the field of English. So that's the reason I love to connect with the people apart from like doing my other activity.
you. Okay, that's lovely to know you. Wow.
Thank you. All right. So let's do something fun conversation because most of the time we conversation like serious mode, right?
Right,
So
right.
so today I have some question for you. As like when you get bored, right? So in Saudi Arabia, where would you like to go and where would you like to spend time?
Okay. If I get bored, so definitely I would like to go on the park side where I feel a very refreshness air, where I get a refreshness air, and I love to talk with strangers, people of Saudi Arabia, because people of Saudi Arabia, they have really peaceful behavior and they are very kind. So I really love to talk with them, and I would like to spend with them, so I will get more knowledge about from them, and I can get I will get to know about Saudi Arabia more, so it would be better for me. So yes,
All right. So do you have also over there friends?
of course, I have many of friends. Like, I live with some colleagues, okay, who belong to, some of belong to Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, and Saudi Arabia as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I often meet with him.
All right. All right. So are there any particular places which you like to go with your friends?
Of course, like, if I consider here, so Saudi Arabia, it's a most powerful, most biggest holy places here in Saudi Arabia. Okay, so in this world, every Muslims religious, they want to come Saudi Arabia for visiting holy places. Okay,
Mhm.
so that places I would like to go with my friends, so I can see holy places, because holy places, it gives me a very relaxable and feeling a very happiness. Yeah, that place I would like to visit with my friends.
All right, that's great. Okay. So have you ever also visited like desert place?
Unfortunately, I haven't visited there because I am so far from desert area.
All right, all right. Okay. So my next question for you, as like every country or every state has own like famous dish, right? So over there, what would you like to mostly eat?
Hmm.
What is your favorite dish, or I can say snack?
Okay, look, in Saudi Arabia, people of Saudi Arabia, they don't like very spicy food. Okay, they prefer they prefer to eat a very lightly spicy food. So,
Okay.
but if I talk about Indians, Bangladeshi, so they very like spicy food. So
Mm-hmm.
we are very lucky here. We have a opportunity, like we have a shop, we have a restaurant where we can go to have a spicy food, because in Saudi Arabia, many of other countries have own restaurant. Like if I consider Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, and Philippines, every countries have own restaurant. So
Mm-hmm.
more like if someone who belongs to Bangladesh, Indians, so whoever wants to go wherever, so they can
That
go.
particular dhaba or restaurant.
We have an option. We can go to have something spicy or non-spicy food. So it's a really. But if I talk about what is the base of Saudi food, so it's named a farm. It's a food name in Saudi Arabia. And other thing is that kabsa. The two names is a food name of Saudi. So these two food, we are very, like, we like very much. We often want to have this food, and it's going on Ramadan months. So every day we have kapsa and farm. Yeah,
Kabsa. Can you
kapsa.
spell that meaning?
Kapsa. Spell, it's a name of kapsa. So it's a rice and chicken. Similarly, biryani, but it means it doesn't add more spices. Okay, it's a
Oh,
similar.
all right, all
But
right.
it tastes, it's very fantabulous. It's very delicious. Once, if
Okay.
someone like Indians or Bangladesh, whoever, once we get a taste, so definitely they will take over and over again.
All right. So, are there any traditional desserts also which you love to after having meal? As like when we go restaurant, right? So
Mhm.
after having meal, so we would like to eat sweets. So is there any traditional sweets?
Yes, it's here a lot of traditional dish, but I'm not aware of name.
No, I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about sweets,
Yes,
dessert.
yes, yes. I also am saying about that. I'm not aware of name of that sweet. It's a very
Okay.
delicious dish.
All right. All right. That's a great. Okay. So, let's move another question. In our India, most of the time, when Sunday comes, so people like waiting for Sunday, who especially those are working, on Sunday they spend time with their family, and some of family want to prefer to go outside like park or like a kind of picnic. Some people prefer to like visit any restaurant. Okay, so how I got to know how they celebrate on, or can't say celebrate, how they spend especially holiday like Sunday. Over there
Okay.
also Sunday off?
Okay, I will tell you. See, uh, in Saudi Arabia, it's a very popular developed country. Okay, so people of Saudi Arabia, they every day celebrate holiday like that, because
Like
they don't prefer to make food at home. Every day
okay.
they prefer to go outside to have something meals and etc. So people of Saudi Arabia, they celebrate everyday holiday, but which days they get holiday? So if I Friday and Saturday, it's a holiday of Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay, Friday and Saturday off, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
from Sunday, like a week start.
From Sunday we start. As I told you, people of Saudi Arabia, they often, they very less once in a moon, they prefer to make a food at home,
Oh my
because
God.
people of Saudi Arabia here food, it's a very cheap rate. Like
Okay.
in Saudi Arabia, we they have a very luxurious life. They have a very luxurious restaurant everywhere. So they go to celebrate with the family, with friends, everywhere. People are there only enjoying. That's it.
Okay. Like if I talk about metro city as like Delhi, Mumbai, anywhere. So most of the time, people spend on their job place like 8 to 10 hours. Some people spend 12 hours. So what is the criteria over there? What are the criteria over there? How much we should spend time on job place?
See, I would say everywhere, same times they prefer to work. Okay, like everywhere, some people work 8 hours. But yes, it depends on company. Some of company they take work 8 hours and 12 hours. But here, like it's going on Ramadan months. So government they have released 2 hours. Who works a government employee? So in a month of Ramadan, we need to work only 6 hours.
Wow, that's a
two
great.
hours 2 hours we get less. With 2 hours suppose we get at what I can say, it's a offer, like we don't need to work
Yeah.
2 hours. We can go after 6 hours.
Okay, that's a good. All right. Yes. So do you have any questions? So you can also ask. I asking continue with you.
Okay, so tell me. Okay, so what best advice have you been ever received in your life?
Oh my God, this is a really very, I can say, unique question or tough for me as a little bit. Yes, I would like to share you. When I was teenager, at that time I was not when I talk to someone, when I used to talk to someone. So at that time I was not making eye contact, and at that time I was not aware when I was teenager. So one of my uncle, he was retired of pilot. I didn't remember, but he was retired of as pilot. I didn't remember that exact job name, but
Okay.
I know he retired from there. So I went to his house, and sometime I took classes of from my uncle because he was retired person. So he always said to me, "Beta, whenever you feel free, so please come to me, and you can ask whatever you need." So sometime I used to go there, and when I sat, so that time my uncle was asking which song was playing here.
Okay.
So yeah, then I replied to him, Uncle ji, I didn't know which song was playing here. Then he told me, beta, whenever you go anywhere, first time or next time and anytime, so whenever you go over there, so you should pay attention what is going on at that particular place
Okay.
before sitting uh, and at that particular area you should pay attention what is going on is this particular area, because he said to me, you slowly and growly you are like grown up and you need to go different place, like sometime interview, sometime you need to meet someone. So this particular line is really very important. Before uh, sitting, you should pay attention what is going on that particular area, even though which song is going on and what is what kind of noise going on, you should pay attention. And another thing he told me, whenever at that time when I was teenager, at that time I was not able to make eye contact. So when he taught me, so at that time I just like sit like that. I was not able to connect with him. I So he always taught me, even men or women, or boy or girl, just you have to make eye contact, because eye contact is really very important. So these two advice really very helpful for in my life. And from that day, I really, whenever I go somewhere or first time, I noticed everything. And that two advice make me too much strong, fearless.
Okay.
Now, whenever I connect with the people, anyone, like when I go, sometime I go to my son schools, or sometime I met, being a teacher, I'm also teacher. So being a teacher, I meet with the different parents. So I never ever feel like agitation, inner fearness because of that advice. So
Okay.
I
Wow.
can say that advice is really very awesome for me.
Okay. Wow. That's really love to know. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I
But
if I if I consider myself, so I am very lucky that I was received by my father. I would like to thank my father first and foremost. Okay. Actually, what happened once upon a time, my father came to me and said to me, "Son, let's go with me. I would teach you how to drive a car." I was shocked suddenly. What? I didn't even expect it. He would say so like this. So somehow I go with him, and as soon as I started car, I was nervous. I was nervous. So my father was noticing me, and again said to me, "Look, son, I am here with you. Okay, don't worry. But I would like to give you one piece of advice for you. See, first of all, you need to believe yourself. Okay, you have to trust yourself because no one is gonna help you. Okay, so what you can do, no one can do. Okay. So once you believe yourself, so you can do each and everything. You can do everything. Okay. So go and don't feel bothered. So
mhm,
that advice made me inspired, and that advice, always keep surrounding on my mind.
mm,
So whatever I try to learn something new, so I remember my father's advice, and it made me inspired and confident. So if through that advice I can learn something new. Yeah, that's it.
yeah, that's a really very great advice, I can say. Yeah, here I would like to my also second advice, which I gained from my mother. My mother has a, I can say, unique satisfaction which
Okay.
we nowadays generation don't have. You know, because nowadays if we caught any problem, so just we get puzzled, right? Nowadays
Right.
generation. I'm not talking about just personally you or me. Just I'm
Mhm.
talking about nowadays generation. They get puzzled immediately. What should I do? Where should
Mhm.
how can manage this
Right. Right.
criteria things? This kind of things occurs. But I learned from my mom. My mom always satisfied whatever she has. So I learned this lesson very helpful for in my life. But whatever we have, just we have to satisfy. Otherwise, we never ever become happy. We never ever feel happiness. So whatever we have, just we try to become like feel happy and don't
Correct.
desire too much. If you really if you really want something more and more, so you just have to do hard work. Don't only
Mhm.
kind of like desire, just you have to think, you have to worried about especially that thing. You should patient, you should hard work, then definitely things come to you.
Okay. Wow. 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 Now, now you got one more advice. Best advice. Okay. Yeah. I have done my bit. Anything else?
Uh, yeah, I can say I have still so many questions, but 24 minutes, right? Yeah, I can ask one or two question more. Then we will wind up the session. Okay. So
Mhm.
I heard I listened one of your video in the morning. You mentioned at that video you you are missing your family a lot, right?
Correct. Correct. Too
Yeah.
much. No one can
Okay.
feel. No one can feel. No one can understand my feeling.
No, who live far from their parents, so they can understand. Because being a girl, I also live far from my mom or dad, so I can also understand. But yeah, you are abroad, so it's a difference from my life and yours because I meet with my parents in 6 months, sometime after 1 year. I don't go usually after 2 or 3 because I live in Delhi and my parents live in Chandigarh. So it's too much far from, uh, I
But
can't
it's
say too much far, but far.
it's so fine. Like you can go anytime, anywhere,
Yes,
whatever you have planned. But what about me? I cannot go without completing my contract, right? So
yes,
first
yes.
I need to complete my contract, then I can back.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you
that
are absolutely right. That's why I was already mentioned it's a huge difference in my life or your. But I can understand what is the pain when we live far from our family,
right, right.
right? Yeah. So here I would like to say don't too much think about your family. Yeah, I can say this is your first time you live far from your parents. So it occurs we feel too much, but if we want to be something in our life, if we want to earn, so we have to live
Sec-
far from our parents. Um, those have a really very good job. Still, their children are live like foreigner country because still his son is what should I say? Foreign country because of he want got because he got opportunity to go there, he got opportunity from their company. So if we fulfill our desire, so we have to leave far from our parents. So
we
don't
have to.
think too much about. Yeah, I can understand this is your first time. Slowly and gradually you become a habitual, so maybe you
I
live
don't
with.
want. I don't want to be addicted. That's why I am very curious. That's why I'm very passionate to learn in this language so that I can do over there. I don't want to be addicted to live so far away for my father. I don't. So as soon as like, as possible as I want to give, like I want to take job in India, and I want to take leave from here. That's it.
Okay, all right. All
Because
right.
now,
Okay,
because
best
nowadays,
of luck. Best of luck for your future. I
okay,
hope
okay,
you will get a good job.
sure, sure, definitely. We need to just work hard. That's it.
Hmm.
Definitely, we will get what we want.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
it's really nice to talk to you, and I really enjoyed with you. Thank you.
Okay, I also enjoyed a lot. Thank you so much for connecting me and giving your precious time. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Same here. Same here. Have a good day.